Peace.
Is it going to show both tables? How's this going?
I'm working on it.
You can bring it up. Oh, you're showing the stream.
Yeah, it's going to show both.
Whoa.
All right, well, let's go back to guys who are retired now. Dirk versus Karl Malone. Because we were doing KG, Dirk, and Malone. Dirk and Malone.
That's pretty easy, isn't it? I don't know.
Dirk
Malone or Tom Gugliotta?
Yeah, that's close.
I mean, whoa. Why is not everyone at the table?
Two tables.
Wait, I can't even open the other table. Can you guys?
Oh, there's two tables.
No, I can't either.
I
That's
can't.
bizarre.
Can't
Oh, now I
Is that
can.
your
I got it,
standard
I got
open
it.
is 69, Peter?
I bet 69 and 88.
Pete,
Going
Pete,
in
I'm going to
focus
time you
charges
out
make
because I'm
it
trying to map
a
this
really
other
awkward
window.
number so it looks bigger.
Wait, what? Like, if two people get eliminated, go to one table, or how's it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, once we get to 9, it's going to go to a single table.
Someone just timed out, FYI.
I'm coming, guys, but I'm mapping the screens right now. Sorry. Oh, crap.
Ben Levitan. Oh, my fucking Kings. Jeez.
I mean, if you're talking basketball now, Dirk is the player. But that might be a little unfair to Carl. That one's a tougher one for me.
What about
Things like if MJ isn't there and he wins 2 or 3 titles in Utah, then everyone looks at him differently.
Yeah, I mean, any of those guys, Barkley, any of the guys who long career, amazing players who didn't win, they all looked at differently.
Where is freaking?
For fantasy, Karl Malone, though, that guy was a monster when I was playing fantasy basketball in 1993.
The fantasy basketball goats were Sean Marion and Andre Kirilenko.
Kirilenko was great. Baron Davis.
When you're playing like that weird roto category thing. Yeah. That is the strangest form of fantasy.
Sean Marion, big poker guy.
Maria Ho's best friend.
Yeah.
Sean Marion is Maria's husband.
He does love poker.
Maria bought me to dinner in Dallas with Sean Marion.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sean made things difficult in Phoenix for our head coach.
Maria, before I forget, can you tell us what it was like being on The Amazing Race? Because that was my favorite show for probably 2 straight decades.
Really? Then what happened? I mean, I feel like I know the answer to that. Just tell me anyway.
Well, I mean, I still watch it, but first of all, it hasn't been on in like a year, and they had to cancel production because of pandemic going on. And I mean, I watched like Survivor. It's getting swallowed up by Survivor's resources, so it doesn't get the same promo that Survivor does. But Amazing Race all the way back to like, jeez. I even when like Boston Rob was on The Amazing Race back in the day.
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
yeah, it was the hardest thing I've ever done. The craziest thing, obviously, but I mean, I would do it again in a heartbeat because it was like, it's like you can sit on the couch all day and think, oh yeah, that looks easy. I can do that. And then once you're in it, it's like the most nerve-wracking experience you could ever be a part of. But then you really get to see what you're made of, you know?
So I'm curious about the production of it because I assume you sleep for 24 hours before you get your next destination. And what happens if you like can't fall asleep in those 18 hours that you have before you have to get up and go?
Well, it's not really, you don't really actually get a full 24 hours because after you get to like the pit stop, you basically do like 5 hours worth of like post confessional type stuff. And then, about the sleeping part, they don't like on our season, we had to sleep on a boat dock one night. So we don't always like get hotels or real beds to sleep in. Like as a part of the race for our pit stop, we stopped at a boat dock and we had to sleep in like chairs. So they don't care. They don't want you to be well rested because if you're well rested, you're not gonna like, you know, you wouldn't do things like act a fool or like say something because you're delirious or whatever. So they don't care if you
Nice call,
don't have rest.
If I wanted to
Thanks.
sleep on a boat dock, I go on
That
Survivor.
was a tough one. Top pair. Good kicker. Tough call. It's me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one.
Fucking guy at a key. Nice call.
When have you never had it in the last month that we've played?
Nice fucking call, he says.
I was gonna raise, but I was afraid of you. Sorry.
Like you called me with bottom pair or something. Nice call.
I'm just trying to make it more than 5 minutes like last time.
Well, I gave you a little boost. You'll be here for a while.
I tweeted out the link so that everyone would get bullied except for me. So if you're in the Twitch stream right now, bully everybody. Thank you.
Don't challenge my ability to bust myself quickly.
Hoodie, you could do a lot for the poker community, man. I'm sure the demographic that you appeal to.
It's crazy because quarantine has been, I think, the most wild thing for poker. In like every single Jewish kid that I grew up with in Long Island plays nightly. Just like is addicted to like lighting money on fire, and I've been training for this moment, so it's just fantastic.
Sure.
You know what else is huge right now is chess. Because it's like no one has anything to do but poker and chess. So.
I really need to get my chest
I can't believe I have to check this, but I don't trust you.
You win. Nice.
I'm worried you could have bet me off it with a jack.
I was gonna check show.
Who won the last time I was on? Do you guys remember?
Scott won, right? No.
God did, I think.
Scott won, of course.
Yeah.
Scott invite. It's always surprising. Scott always invites me to his games. I don't understand why. We used to always invite Joey Dorsey to our poker games for the same reason. So,
Cody Dorsey.
Memphis great.
He's huge.
yeah. He was the only player when we asked him what he wanted to do if he wasn't playing NBA basketball was to be in adult films.
That was another topic on our last poker game. John Sally and adult films. Lisa Ann.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to check out of that one. Spider? Is that his nickname?
Maybe my perception is bad, but it seems like everybody thought Lambeer and Mahorn were like the big bully, a-holes on that team, and like Sally got out kind of like clean out of it, right? Like he went on to play with other teams and everyone loves him. Like everybody likes John Sally.
You just end every bet with 88, Peter.
Yeah, that or 6'9".
That's the signature, either 8'8" or 6'9".
Yeah.
Daryl.
Blame Wab for that one.
Is that some sort of weird Adam Silver avatar?
Maybe.
I'm confused.
You got a lot to learn.
I can confirm that Bill Lambert is a very intense individual.
Is he still coaching women's Notre Dame, or?
Last I saw him, he was he was running workouts for Minnesota.
I haven't kept up, yeah. The whole Jordan thing is like, I mean, I don't know how old you guys were, but at the age of 42, 43, I mean, like, that was my 13, 14-year-old was beating the Pistons, getting clothesline and punch in the face every night, and finally beating the Pistons. Such a huge part of my childhood.
Isn't Lambeer the head coach of the Aces, the WNBA team here in Vegas?
I don't know.
I'm almost sure.
Hard if you're...
Let's ask the WNBA expert, Adam Lipton.
Adam knows this.
Yeah, no, I think Lambeer is definitely one of the better coaches.
Didn't we go see him when we saw the Aces? We had money on the Aces.
Yeah, he coaches the Aces, yeah. I mean...
Who's the GOAT on the Aces? What's your name again?
Well, there's Asia Wilson, but
super team.
But they got Cam Beige and then just couldn't do it. So
didn't they trade
Lambeer
for?
Took a lot
They
of flack.
traded for an
The
all-star.
problem is they only shoot 5 threes a game in 2020.
Yeah.
They traded for.
They have two girls that can hit, bang down low and score points, but you're only shooting 5 threes a game, there's just
Yeah.
They traded for an all-star, and their odds at Westgate went from like 5-1 to 2-1 to win the WNBA championship. I remember like trying to get in on some of that, but they didn't win it. Oh, that's when you had the other side, Preston. Who'd you have, the Mystics?
Yeah, I bet the Mystics. Just
Yeah.
they had the best offensive rating in the history of any professional league ever this
I was
past
like
season.
trying to trade some of my ticket with your Mystics ticket.
Better than the best Warriors or Rockets teams.
I lost so much money listening.
They had a higher per possession offensive efficiency than
It was over 116.
wait.
I'm pretty sure it stayed too. You can double check.
I may double check that one. That's intriguing to me. I want to find out how.
Yeah, it was like mid-season. It's just their offense was too good. There was no
Did
way.
they play like Grinnell or something? What were they doing?
They shoot a lot of threes. It's just like the opposite of the Aces,
Yeah,
which is why.
It's got to be all threes. They must have offensive rebound at a high rate, no turnovers. They did. Wait, it seems hard to believe because like men get so much efficiency in transition, and I can't imagine women get the same. So I'm confused. Actually. The Mystics, huh? Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I have a controversial question.
Uh-oh.
Are there expected to be sports in the future?
I have like 10 memos on what I'm allowed to say about this.
I'll go first.
There's well, like the NFL draft just happened, right? And I was like, that's so cool. Congratulations to these guys, but like they're not really gonna do like a season. Like they put out the schedule, but they're not gonna actually like do this, right?
I'll jump in
Are we doing this?
From what I cover is college football, and they're really, honest to God, talking about only 3 or 4 conferences playing, and they're only playing regional games. And so instead of 130 teams, it's only going to
Must
be
be
like
nice.
40 teams. And it's like we're only playing regional games. So I don't know what that means for Hawaii. I don't know what that means for, so from a college football perspective, some of these schools have to have this money, and I think they're going to play no matter what. So, and it's going to be only a third.
Yeah, because I know with music, like I know there are people who like reschedule their tours, and they're like, we'll try to do it in September. I was like, bullshit, that's not happening. Like anything before the spring of next year is probably not realistic. So I don't know.
Hoodie, it differs in college because like Michigan can pull a lot more in donations than Eastern Michigan. So the balance sheet for each team in college football is completely different with media rights and donations from fan base. So it's such a crapshoot and almost impossible to ask from an NCAA standpoint.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know anything, but I think they're going to play, but there might not be fans there, at least at the beginning.
I think the NFL is going to play without fans. I think so, but.
Oh.
Sounds like my football career.
I looked at your wiki today. You played sprint football at UPenn.
Yeah, that was like playing football without any fans in the stadium. So I can tell you that it is a lackluster experience.
40 into 700. I have to think about this first.
I've seen you do worse.
This is Daryl's go-to move of the.
He just slow rolled us on trip 4s on a flop. With 3 of us.
He's out here. He's playing my game.
Is that 440?
I had jacks that hand. Daryl fucked me up.
Do this, and it's where you got to come over. I can't. One to a hand.
I had to think he had nothing, right? 40 into
Korea.
Maybe, unless he just makes it 700 in your eye.
The problem is that I talked to Scott. I play random, so that's gonna be tough for you.
Well, that's a good strategy though. It's hard to be random,
Christian, that hand that Daryl slow rolled us, you said you had jacks?
Yeah, jacks.
Yeah, I had a straight flush draw, and I was just waiting to bust trips.
Well, I'm complaining. It's only level 1.
He's got all my money.
Who is Maria? Maria's gonna just. How are we gonna beat her? She's.
How's the other table though? Maria's killing.
Yeah.
No one has started
on my left. That sucks for me.
The other reason I play random is how much pros are playing. The longer this goes, the less chance us stuffers have.
You're overthinking it.
Thanks. Keep playing. It's fine. You have too many kings. 540?
Christian, where'd all your chips go?
Daryl.
Oh yeah.
I had Overpower versus wow, big pot for Ruin.
Yeah.
Daryl to my left is my arch nemesis.
You gotta adjust, adapt or die.
He's got chips now too.
He literally just clicks buttons. It's gonna be tough to beat.
Good luck, Bizarro Adam Silver.
See, Daryl didn't start following me until the NBA season was suspended, so his timeline's about to get a whole lot weirder once we come back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Accuse you of he was a little suspicious about how you follow 430,000 people.
Pete, I think you got like a
Lots
magnet
putting in work.
on your 8 key.
Oh, you should have won.
I got to give the mind games back to you, my friend.
Yeah, I like it.
So Adam, is ETR going to try to buy the XFL? Just you personally? Should we just start a group?
Yeah, I think we only need like maybe whoever gets first in this can buy the XFL.
Talk to the owners of the Breakers.
Yeah.
Too soon. Way too soon. Way too soon, Wow.
Damn.
I heard they were available.
Shots fired.
Speaking of Sean Marion earlier, didn't he buy an Australian team with a couple partners?
He did. He said it was like a part of a partnership with like I forgot who he bought them with, but yeah, he owns a team.
Last I heard, like Australian hoops, especially because like there's just so many more international players or players that are skipping college. I mean, things are on hold right now, but someone that I know has a piece of that team with Marion said they're probably like made already 10x their investment.
So Sean Marion owns the team. LaMelo Ball owns the team.
Australian hoops is
with Sean Marion.
I can't say. I could ask him if I could say though, but I won't say. I'll ask him.
big up and coming leagues are Germany because they actually pay people on time, and Australia because the prospects want to go to an English speaking country. But the G League in Australia are about to battle it out. So
yeah, that sounds like it'll be.
Yeah.
Daryl, what months does the Australian League play? Like, is it in the off season of the NBA, or what months do they play their season?
They play around the same as most international leagues, which is like a slightly longer but less game intense schedule from like September through. They go, a lot of them go through July, like June. Well, June most of them. China's a really nice league because there's a little tight window where they play, and so NBA players can go over there and then come back before the season's over.
They're not playing in China right now, which is a bummer. My buddy's the trainer for Stephon Marbury's team.
Stephon's got a great musical about him.
He's still playing?
He's Michael Jordan now in China, but now
he's playing as a tenor in his own musical, I think. But
is that real? I didn't know that was a thing.
No, it's a real thing. He has a
musical for Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, for Stephon Marbury.
Yeah. I'm looking this up.
He still dominates in practice, apparently.
He was a hell of a talent, that's for sure.
I think he had won MVP a few times in a row before Jimmer went over there and then stole the show for a season or two.
Oh, he's the head coach? It says coach on his wiki.
Player coach, probably. Give me the damn ball.
Wikipedia is not always right, Carter.
They got some ballers. Kyle Fogg's a baller. They got Jason Thompson and Kyle Fogg on the team.
Who's Young Gun? Was that you, Scott?
Likely.
I'm afraid he is, so I was just going to take my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's 7-2.
Oh! I was correct to be afraid.
Wow. Too sharp.
Your reputation is hurting you there, Scott.
I would have busted the young gun.
How do you not rep the ace? That's 101.
He probably had ace jack too.
Yeah, you just
You can feel any better.
I had a reasonable hand, but it wasn't 3-7. So.
I'm coming for World Wide Wild. Daryl's just a way.
Yeah,
Just a bystander.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
Just look up for us. Too good.
I got in the lead and decided to just dump a bunch of chips to everybody. That's great. Well, what were the other old player debates? Those were fun.
I had one. I think I brought it up actually.
Yeah.
Daryl's not gonna like this one though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the right reaction here.
Well, I basically said the narrative is that Hakeem was a much better player than David Robinson, but the statistics don't back it up. It's basically based off of Hakeem winning Hakeem's playoff series versus David Robinson. In fact, Hakeem's Rockets were 12-30 in the regular season versus David Robinson's Spurs. That's pretty crazy. No, I was shocked when I saw that. And their stats.
I just
David Robinson's are slightly better even.
Who was guarding Hakeem back in those days? Was it Rodman or was it Robinson back in the 95, 94? Who was guarding Hakeem down in the
They were guarding
post?
each other.
Oh, so it wasn't Rodman or anybody else.
Here's what I can say. One is we don't have great data going back then, so a definitive answer might be hard. Two, I know that's a lame answer. That's
lame. That's super lame.
But the one thing I would say, Hakeem's Rockets team is one of the very few teams to win the title with one true top player in the league. It's a very short list. It's the Rockets. Some people argue the Pistons, but actually at that time, both Ben Wallace and Chauncey were playing at a really high level. So that would be the one. I don't think David Robinson ever won a title with just himself. So, I don't know, a little bit of a dodge.
No, I mean it's true. He won with Tim, but I just said the narrative was that Hakeem's way better. Like if you look at most all-time player lists, Hakeem's like 10th, David Robinson's like 28th. But if you look at their stats, their prime's pretty much. I mean, not quite overlap, but very close.
I think the main reason people say that is because I do think head-to-head Hakeem outplayed Robinson pretty handily, but that's not really a good way to measure players. Like, by that measure, Yao Ming was way better than Shaquille O'Neal.
My argument as well is he outplayed him in the playoff series, but in the regular season they played 42 games, and it wasn't like Hakeem wasn't better. They were pretty much Hakeem was worse. Anyway.
Playoffs are all that matter. How much you learn? Watching with media.
Rings are nothing.
Exactly. I haven't honestly dug into that. I mean, if you just talk basketball now, I don't know, give the
Adam, is that you?
I can't believe I checked that.
Imagine running that good. Oh my gosh.
Did it show my hand?
Yeah, he straighted twice against Hoodie.
I'm not gonna get a teenage girl following checking that.
You rivered it straight on me, and then you flopped it straight on me when I get top two on the flop. I'm gonna rage calling it. Hey, JP, do you want to just flip for this hand? I'm gonna go all in. It was JP. Let's go.
Justin says, "Let's go."
This team has too many conversations about teenage girls for me to be comfortable letting people know. I'm fully on.
Your daughter probably is a Hoodie Allen fan.
She's 20. She is a fan, but she's 20.
But most of the fans aren't teenagers.
All right, here's one for you.
Disclaimer.
Would you rather win a Grammy or a WSOP bracelet?
I'd rather win this tournament by
Doing all I can right now.
Oh, come on, Wob.
I'm not
I'm all
going
in.
one-on-one with you. Sid, you're right. I learned my lesson.
I'm not tilting. I have a good hand.
I was gonna say, like, you can't. I know you can't be tilted.
And how did I get in the? Not only
I've
do you
never
invite
tilted
me
in my
every time,
life.
but I'm always on the same table as you too.
I would just like to have double the amount of chips.
It's meant to be, Daryl.
You know the guy at Poker Stars.
And I would not like to be below 2,000.
Hey, you got more chips than us combined, practically.
I know.
What,
you're over
did you
here
show?
He's like
Did
complaining
you
that
show
he's chip
pockets,
leader.
Hoodie?
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
I'm always on Charter's direct left too, which is also not by accident.
That's a great shirt, Daryl, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's the best meme ever.
Adam, what do you have? King 7?
I was watching it.
Gotta check back the nuts.
Live with hands checking out 7-0.
What's going on at that other table over there? Is Maria just cleaning all you guys out?
No, Levitan's just giving us a beat down.
Yeah, it's just
And by us, he means literally just me.
But Adam doesn't like. Adam plays poker like once a year, and just always somehow wins whenever he plays.
Exactly. That's how you do it. I can't face this. I can't face this every day like you guys.
Oh, Justin.
Morey pulling threes like it's game 7 at Oracle over here.
I'm so beat. I know you got me beat.
How good was my tweet?
It was.
Daryl, did you ever tell us how many games your simulation won? I might have
No,
missed
you
it.
gotta wait for part 2.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Oh, okay. No spoilers on the stream.
No spoilers, yeah. Did you
No
fold the
trades, right?
I folded an ace, but I didn't have a club. I had a weak ace.
I think if Scott had my card so far, he'd have like $20,000 already.
Maybe.
Christian, remember what I said about tournaments?
Yeah.
I echo those sentiments right now.
Back to your Hollywood home game.
Yeah. Back to my music people home game.
Are you in Molly's game, Hoodie?
Exactly. Molly Ringwald's game.
I tried to get her in this, by the way.
Molly Ringwald?
Molly Bloom.
Oh, Molly Bloom, yeah. If you can do Molly Ringwald, that'd be a flex.
Did you guys play in that game? Anyone here? No.
Played in it once.
Oh, nice. Got cut from the movie script, though. Huh?
Yeah.
No, maybe he was player X.
Oh, right, yeah.
No.
I thought Player X was Tobey Maguire or
It
something.
was.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Scott, I don't know how to do that bullying thing people talk about. You're gonna have to teach me that.
Yeah, you're a smart guy. You could. I'm sure you can learn.
Make some chats.
You
Tell me
did
the
one
link.
time, the first time I asked you, you were like, "Well, if I just have time, I'll learn." Well, now you have time. You know?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Send me the FAQ.
just hire Charter. He's
Nobody loves it more than Charter.
exactly.
Dude, I'm in the KBO lab. I'm trying to.
Charter will do it. Charter will pay you to coach you.
Dude, KBO, that sounds really, really pathetic, Charter.
How'd those stacks work out the other night? Did either of you guys cash?
I played last night. I did well.
I don't want to talk about
I
it.
decided to play the 300. I got like 5th. I needed it.
I mean, I'm not staying up till 5:30 to
I
just
did.
the games.
Get in the Thunderdome with Empire and Wilson.
That's free money right there.
Yeah. I'm good.
I just need golf.
I can look at DJ when I play the 3-3-3. So that's like no limit.
Bro, how many Sunming Bays can you click before you just don't want to play anymore?
It's just you just got to make sure the guys actually you pick the right one. We can confuse them.
You need golf there. What's the line on on the Tiger lefty?
Oh, that's a good question. They got a line for that? They have to. They have one for everything.
It's going to be a modified alternate shot on the back. It might be modified alternate shot the whole way, but I think it's still best ball and modified.
It's best ball the first 9 and then
Modified alternate shot, which is a lot different than straight alternate shot.
I'm looking at the line at Westgate. Anybody want to take a guess what it is?
What's the tournament?
For Woods and Manning versus Mickelson and Brady.
And what is this best ball format?
Golf.
How does it work?
So the first 9, I think, is going to be the whoever out of the teams has the best net score. So it's going to incorporate handicaps. They're going to go to alternate shot, so modified, where they get to, like, both hit off the tee, and then the opposite player has to hit the shot. So like Brady could hit a bad drive, but you still want Phil hitting the second shot versus if Phil's in a good spot. So the modified alternate shot should have a little more variance than just best ball.
I'm guessing Tiger minus 130.
I'll take minus 180. Tiger.
I'm gonna go. I have no idea.
I'll take
I have
in
no
between
idea.
those two.
I have no idea. You said you had it, right, Preston?
I'm looking at it.
I don't. Colin has it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Westgate's got it listed at minus 200. I think it was minus 170. So it looks like Tiger and Peyton are taking some money. Minus 200. It's plus 175 on Phil and Brady.
So, is there public knowledge about who's better between Manning and Brady? I guess so.
Manning has a better index.
Okay.
Dude, he eviscerated Tom Brady in that little interview that they did with Ernie.
That's why it's going to be good. Like, Tiger doesn't want to talk smack all the time. Like, Manning and Phil are going to go back and forth a lot, I think.
That was like, I know it's supposed to build it like it's a big boxing fight, but Jesus, I mean, you were a traitor to your, he was joking, I understand that, but even then it was like traitor to Boston and New England. Can't be a traitor here too.
I was ready to go with you on that one, Hoodie.
I had the instincts.
Yeah.
Him going to Denver was different because the Colts got rid of him. I don't know. What,
Yeah, the neck surgery. Got Angela.
nice.
wow.
It should be.
God, are you down to 1,500 chips or something?
Yeah, David Williams. Fans of Poker Stars. Lifer. You got the.
They still have God mode on for
He
him.
still has the 10% extra.
I was about to
in the
say.
RNG. Yeah.
I was about to say they got God mode when they gave him those 200 billion chips.
I'm all in.
Good luck.
I've got Maria thinking really hard, or she's distracted. She was just distracted. Never mind, guys.
I was definitely distracted.
Daryl, Kareem or Wilt?
Kareem or Wilt?
Come on.
Wow.
No, don't give him that. Give him the real proposition.
Wob says Kareem versus Jordan or Kareem versus LeBron. But you can't talk about LeBron.
Kareem's not in the conversation. That's easy.
There we go.
There we go, Wob.
I was like,
Kareem versus Wilt's a good one, right? Even throwing Shaq in the mix. Kareem, Wilt, and Shaq.
Kareem or Wilt?
Come on.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Daryl.
I mean, how are we supposed to know what Wilt is? I mean, it's so long ago.
That's what I said.
This is
Did you see Wilt and Conan the
this is
Destroyer?
slanderous, borderline
he was a monster.
slanderous to the greatest player of all time.
Wob getting repeatedly dunked on.
It was a low percentage shot he kept throwing at the hoop.
Yeah, and it went in
Yeah, not very often.
for 17 straight years.
Just saying, like, relative to most superstars, didn't go in.
What?
Man.
Time leading scorer, the ball didn't go in that much.
A different time.
Oh yeah, because they were
Different time.
playing in the 80s, right? That's always the excuse.
Well, there's a reason no one's copied the skyhook.
Yeah, because it's not that easy.
Exactly.
That's what makes him so great. He came out with the uncopyable move. The entire league, copycat league.
Is the uncopyable.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think
No comment.
Got it through.
Is that a fake misclick, Scott? You scumbag?
Actually,
By the way, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shot 6% from 3, so he did add that towards.
there you go. Efficient.
He made one.
Greatest of all time, Wob.
I'm not doing this in front of all the people watching.
Wob said that Kareem transcended more, would do better in this era than Michael would do in like previous eras, or LeBron.
I don't. You don't meet many big Kareem guys anymore.
Because he played in the 80s. Who
Must be from
alive?
LA. Are you from
This
LA?
is unbelievable slander to the greatest overall professional basketball player of all time, including college too.
To the guy who played the longest.
Longevity.
So Vince Carter is.
He's a great player.
He's been a very good player. You can't argue.
I put a lot of stock in longevity. I think it's LeBron's most underrated statistic. There is no box score stat for durability.
The fact that he's playing at this level at his age is a miracle. It's impressive.
That's a good bet, Hoodie. I mean, I'm mid. I'm not strong. That's a good bet.
What?
Jordan or Kevin Willis?
Who's
Kevin
excited for
Willis-
a gambling Olympics?
Kevin
Two
Willis
points.
was-
If you're just going longevity, you got to go Dikembe, who played to his like 48.
Kevin Willis's rating on Blazers versus Bulls '92 Sega was like out of control. Like he was the best second player on any team.
Who is the best second player?
Kevin Willis, right?
Maria, do you want to play a
For the
small
Hawks,
pot, or
right?
do you want to just re-raise me off this hand?
I'm not sure yet. I guess that means you're gonna limp in.
I'm limping in.
Okay.
He really wants to see a flop.
I don't really want to see a flop. I just didn't want to waste chips.
My only Kevin Willis memory is like him being a Raptor, wearing those armbands all the time, and just being kind of terrible. I'm sure he was good earlier. He wasn't, but
I think Toronto's where all those players go to retire. Like, Elijah went to Toronto.
So
too.
before EA like live NBA games were on, like '91 it was Lakers Bulls, then it was they just named it after the teams that were in the finals, and like on Sega.
Is this bullying or does that happen at the end?
That
Sorry, I couldn't-
on Sega it was like the
It's
hottest
intense.
game ever.
Just trying to figure out if I want to re-bully.
Can you bully when you don't have any chips?
You can try. It's like being you can be like the short dude and try to pick on the.
Maria and Hoodie have a
Yeah, I'm watching that
wonderful
hand over
table.
there. I can't be concerned with my hand. What's with the giraffe avatar, Maria? Did we address that?
I went to I don't even want to call it. I don't think it was a zoo. I don't know. It was like a wild animal park, and I took a picture of the giraffe, and that is it.
You guys ever watch giraffes fight? It's pretty crazy content.
We have
Bang.
three of them here at the Tulsa Zoo, and they're always dying. I like they can't keep them alive. Maybe it's the problem here, but I don't know. Never seen them fight, but like having a neck that long is a real issue.
All right, a giraffe or Shaq?
Shaq was amazing. Just dominant.
This is gonna go so close.
Unlike some other Laker greats.
He
I love it.
He wasn't even half the player at LSU too, because like Oliver Miller, like everybody in the SEC.
That celebration, Scott. Was that Young Gun?
Yeah.
Well, I had shit, so I couldn't call you.
I bowed out correctly. Or you can tell me if I did, Scott. I think I did.
We'll do a hand history review later. Just keep playing.
You're coaching him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my. I pay him a lot too.
Nice. Speaking of past greats, Daryl, were you in Houston by 2005?
I came in 06.
Oh dang! My favorite all time per 36 player is Bob Sura. Go to
Bobby
B-ball
Sure,
reference. Go to
Come
per
on.
36. Ignore the regular numbers. Go to per 36. He's the go.
That's
I guess
Bobby
you were like
was,
the year after.
another poker player.
That's true.
Bobby
He does-
still he runs games in Houston apparently is what I've heard. So.
Nice.
Allegedly.
Did Florida State make the Sweet 16 or not with Bob Sura? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, I don't. Christian might know more. ACC, some.
I mean, it's just that's a little bit before my time.
Yeah. Where is Bob Sura's hometown? I'm looking. I didn't even know this. But I'm looking it
I
up.
think he still lives in Houston. Yeah. You mean originally?
Like, yeah, where is he originally from? Born, I guess it says. Let me see where he played high school. He played high school where he was born. So, some of you should know this. I think it's local to a couple of you guys.
I guess I'm not as big of a fan as I thought. Start quizzing me, and I don't know.
A random guess. I have no idea.
He's from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Charter betting the 88 now? Who do you think you are?
Barre. Big railroad town in the 1880s.
Hoodie, you look stressed right now. What's going on over there?
That's my poker face.
Is that why it's so dark in there?
Also, no, there's just the hue lights on and it's a vibe, and I was just trying to match your vibe, so I kept the vibe. But yeah,
A lava lamp? What is that?
that's my whole explanation for it. See if I can show it. It's
The lamp.
a lamp.
So
Also, I'm mildly concerned that the people I'm living with haven't shown their heads out today, and it's 8 p.m. here. But no worries. I'm sure they're
what were
alive.
you guys doing the night before that they wouldn't come out of the room? That's usually reserved for like hangovers.
Honestly, I think they were just doing some video editing. Nothing too like fun, but like some Bob's Burgers and video editing combination.
What challenges are you facing producing content during a pandemic that not everyone else is as well?
My challenges.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm here quarantined with my friend who actually writes a lot of songs with me. So he has like a studio in his house, and that part has been great. I think the only challenging aspect is that I don't think people are really that interested in hearing new stuff yet. So it's kind of like I don't think there's a making content challenge, but maybe in terms of releasing things right now, I don't think people are that interested in new stuff. Even though Drake just put out a new album, I feel like all those numbers are going to be lower than like if it wasn't a quarantine,
Are you more?
Really?
Are you more
I would
creative?
think the opposite.
Who's Rug Doctor?
Hoodie, are you more creative like when you're at home, like locked
Yeah,
up?
who's
bunkered
Rug
down,
Doctor?
That's
or
David. Who gave all the shit.
David Williams.
Okay.
Remember you
How
called out
good
his
is
queen
he
eye?
at poker?
Professional.
Hoodie, do you feel like more creative when you're out, like in public and like doing certain things, or like having like, or do you feel more creative at home?
Damn it.
It's a mix. I miss New York, and I really like being in New York, and that feels like a nice creative place, but also a nice Corona place. So I guess I'm avoiding it for the moment. Bob, are you in New York? You're in New York, right?
Yeah, I still got my apartment downtown, which I haven't been to since this all started. I'm up in the woods in Connecticut at the moment, but
Oh, nice.
I don't know when New York will be livable again.
I know. Is New York over? Maybe New York's over.
It might be. I don't know. I mean, Cuomo's doing a pretty good job.
I'm gonna tell you this
keeping
right
it contained.
now. I went through all the states yesterday because of this college football thing. Like, you could play in Vermont and Montana, but New York's like really flattened out. Texas, Virginia, not flattened out whatsoever. Michigan, she's actually doing a good job flattening out the number of cases, but like New York's doing a better job than over half the states at flattening their curve out. So
It's just a density thing. I mean, there's so many damn people in a very small space compared to any other city in America. That's the only reason why, just as soon as they reopen the whole thing, then what? You get millions of people back in the subways and stuff. And
well, we've said this before here, Rob. Like, people in the South are just not taking it seriously. Like, they're just anywhere you go, they're like, here in Oklahoma, they said we're not going to mandate you wearing masks because we can't provide them and we're not really sure you need them. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
it's a red state opinion.
How's Vegas, Maria, Preston?
Where am I at in Vegas?
You guys leaving your house?
Oh, yeah, we actually just sold it. Well, hopefully. We're in escrow on our house now, so I've been packing up the last couple days. But we'll be down in California near LA now.
Oh, nice.
I feel like moving during this time would be super stressful, though, no?
It's stressful, but I also feel like the housing market has to feel some sort of ramifications of everything. So I kind of just wanted to sell the house semi on the top if we could here. And then we'll wait and buy a house next year down in California when it's hopefully cheaper down there. But it's definitely been stressful, like having people come into your house occasionally to look at it and wiping down door handles and stuff every time someone came by.
So the reason why my shelves are empty behind me is because we're closing on Sunday. We're moving to the other side of town here in Tulsa, but we've had different buyers for this house here because people have been losing their jobs. We had a dental lab technician. She lost her job, so we lost a buyer, and like deals are getting pushed, and then it's real estate agents are going through the ringer right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
we haven't. It's amazing.
No one's going to see a house just because they're bored on Sunday. At least people are going to go see houses because they're seriously thinking about putting money down to get in there, right?
Well, I've got questions for the Vegas people. If they're going to put those plexiglass between like poker stalls, like that does nothing, right? Because even if you're wearing gloves and passing around chips, there's cross contamination when you're touching stuff with your gloves after you touch the chips, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. Plus, it's like four-handed, and most outside of pros probably don't even want to play four-handed anyways. So, I don't know how that's going to work. I wouldn't think it's very successful.
Yeah, well, I don't think it will. If it's 4 max, poker won't exist. Any places where it's 4 max.
And no locals will want to, like the old guys that just sit there and play, like the small games at least 1, 2, 2, 5. Like they play 2 hands an hour, and four-handed they just have no chance.
Oh yeah, they complain when it's like 7 or 8-handed.
Yeah, they're always asking. Yeah.
What do you think they do with the World Series? In terms of postponing it, they can clearly do it online, but in terms of a line event,
they've said they're going to try to do it in the fall, but I don't know. It seems unlikely.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be a live World Series event. For sure.
I feel like that's the most contagious event possible. Passing around poker chips.
Imagine having
There'd be a good portion of people, even if they did it somehow, that probably just wouldn't bother going.
Man, I got.
There'd be overlay, maybe. I don't know.
Charter,
I'm bummed.
How much did it hurt to say that?
What? Because of my bet versus Doug Polk. How big of a fish am I? Wow, we went all in.
If you can't spot them.
Wow, see you soon.
Wow, Jay fan. Another day in the office.
Who got busted?
Me. GGP.
7,300. What a stack.
I'm coming for you, young gun.
He's pretty good, even though he's not fun to watch play.
Yeah, I laid 20 to 1 that would be a lot in February, at the end of February, I think. Or was it sometime in February? I laid 20 to 1 that there would be a live World Series event by the end of July.
Laid 20 to 1.
I laid 20.
It was terrible bad.
Yeah, it was. It sounds really bad now, but I think there was zero cases in the U.S. at the time. It wasn't like.
Just take the L. Just take the L and move on.
Okay.
We're aware it sounds really bad now.
Yeah. Tough scene.
I've probably made worse bets. Let me think about it for a second. Laying 20 to 1 is the tough part, though. I don't know if I've ever laid that big of a number and lost.
And been that wrong?
Wrong or not, like even just if it was a good bet at the time, laying. Let me think for a second. But that's a tough one. That might be. Hopefully, it wasn't for too much, but.
Look, we have our offense slightly better than the Mystics, but it's like fractions.
Oh, you
Big
like
bet, Colin.
What did you say? Did I get my tell away there?
It could get down to us how possessions are being estimated on those publics. The public side does have them slightly ahead of us, though.
Is it Basketball Reference or just their WNBA.com?
Yeah, Basketball Reference, but they don't use like true possession, which we do.
They're also using the secret stats.
They could be slightly ahead of us if we had all the data.
Belladonna, go.
Really is.
think that bullying thing, Scott.
You're the raise button that we talked about.
What's that?
Just keep raising. That's how you do it.
Just hit the raise button by accident. Sounds good. All right. I'll do that. That didn't work, Scott. That was bad advice.
It's like 3-point shooting. If you go 13 for 42.
Uh-oh, we got a mood change with Hoodie. Was that me?
I realized it was in the dark because the sun went away. Too dark, and I was too mysterious. So now we're lit up.
Twitch consumers are happy now.
Yeah, tune in for the peeps.
But I can actually see your face now when you and I are heads up, so that's good.
Perfect.
Wait, so I'm
Someone
curious.
got eliminated already? Who got eliminated?
Pete and J-Fan went heads up. What you guys had Jax versus AJ, right?
Yeah, loose shove by me. Justin was just getting a little aggro. Thought I could sneak him by.
I don't know what your strategy was behind the 88, but it made me want to play every time. I just like something. I was like, I gotta play.
The 88, the 69.
Yeah.
How many people watch this Twitch? Are we passing like a car Nakamura's 20,000 that he gets every night, or what are we getting there?
The highest number I saw was like 190-ish, I think, earlier on.
That's all.
We have 100.
It's about worth the band.
That was like, yeah, at one time.
We have 127 right now. We'll have when we combine tables, I'll have Social put out another tweet, and we'll probably get a bump there.
We're going up against Brace.
145.
All right, well, whatever. Let's see. I want to see if we fill up.
There you go.
Good ball.
Scott, I can't believe you shaved this cash, dude.
I had to.
Gotta put the pressure on you, Charter.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it.
I know that was bad of me. Man. I gotta just not care what people think, you know.
It inspired me. I think I gotta go for it.
Good luck, all in.
Who's all in?
Me.
This guy callers at the moment.
Well, there it is.
Nines versus
It's called
Jack.
disrespectful. Queen Jack off, just like no problem.
Oh boy,
comes to
it got
nine ball.
interesting.
I know good.
Nine would have got you a win, full both.
No, that's why I was
yeah.
feeling it.
Oh.
It's all right. I can hang around until the final table now, maybe.
Had a spare 1,000, you know.
I sense a rivalry between David and Preston.
He's mad because I told Daryl he made a nice call early. and then he ran fives down for a 4 flush against my jack, so then I had to make a comment. I don't care. Me and David are friendly. But I don't know why he called the Queen Jack off, but I guess it was
Someone be a Graver fan.
I just felt like gambling, brother.
I mean, I had a low pair a lot of the time there anyways. So.
I got a King Jack. Justin. I'm counting my outs. I think 8.
Oh, you got King Jack? Oh, I got you dominated.
Yeah, I know. But I needed a club there. They were suited.
So, Daryl, which season were you saying you guys were either a fraction better or worse?
This season.
Because, the Mystics, I have 115.9 offensive rating.
Yeah, no, I was looking at both. I'm just saying we have we're at 116.
You're not like 113.4? Let me look at, I'm looking at NBA.com. I look at Cleaning the Glass. I guess they throw out garbage time and heaves.
Oh, they should, yeah.
But the Mavs were 115.8. They were like the best.
The Mavs were insane.
NBA. Yeah.
I just looked at ourselves. I didn't look at anybody. I think Golden State should be ahead of that, actually.
Their 73-win season was only 115.6, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, the Mystics have to be this huge outlier. They've got to be way.
Yeah, and they regressed because they were over 116 for at least 2/3 into the season.
That's incredible. That should be written about more. It's insane.
Yeah.
Actually.
And they were up like at the All-Star break. They were still.
I mean, just think about it. You're throwing.
They were still
out,
plus 250 to win it all. Yeah.
You're throwing out the 20 to 25 easy like near layup possessions in NBA games in transition. So it's insane.
And they shot 88% from the free throw line for the season as a team.
Did they really? Oh wow, that's a good portion of it then, probably.
That's insane. 87.6.
I think there's only 8 WNBA teams, so and they were the best offense ever was like plus 250 at the All-Star break.
Meanwhile, Adam hasn't been on the Aces.
at the bottom.
Morey.
Twin Towers doesn't work.
Yeah, back on top. I don't deserve it. What's that card thing, Scott? Is it like good cards beat whatever? I don't know what this is. Some aphorism you guys have.
I'm not sure what you're getting at. You do have fun lingo that when I was in college, that was like the running joke. Was like, my buddy would be like, so I see
the pros betting here. Yeah, I knew the pro was gonna bet. Like, oh wait, it's me now. God, should I call this or fold it? What's that doing?
I can't answer.
What do you have?
You guys have rules on this thing?
Yeah.
It's tamper. You can't tamper.
Yeah. He already intimidated me. So.
Illusion.
Joe bluff.
Nah, no bluff, no bluff.
He would have showed you Daryl who's bluffing stuff.
I got lucky. Maybe I was winning already.
He scared me. It's my new thing. I'm never calling a pro anymore.
What'd you have? I'll tell you what I had. I had a 9.
I had nothing.
I had a 9 too, though. So that means you had the other one.
Or he's lying.
Or he's lying.
You had a 9 and both of the river. That's wild.
I'm not a pro, Daryl, by the way, so you can do it. You can.
Okay.
I'm not.
It's just Maria and David Williams. That's it.
Yeah. I'm
Big shove, Brianna. You're over it?
No, it was one of those hands that I could.
Enough of this.
It's one of those hands that I could limp shove or just open shove. But
God,
I didn't feel like he was going to raise. I felt like he wasn't going to raise from the big one. So.
Are you doing? All right, I'm just gonna put it. You have it.
What did you? What? I don't even know it's good. So you ask me a question, and I'll tell you if I had it.
That fold is what we call exploitable.
You have 2 pair.
Did I have a pair? I don't know. I'll tell you later.
Doesn't know. That's good. All right, maybe can I? Yeah.
Tim, R.I.P. Roy Horn.
Who?
Siegfried Roy. We got the Roy.
I think the cards I've gotten, I would have busted. You would have busted everything. You'd be at crushing it.
I had a good hand there. Like, you just busted.
You guys want to hear something that Daryl already knows?
Yes.
The Houston Rockets this season were 8.3 points better per 100 on offense when Ben McLemore was on the floor.
He had a good year.
He was fantastic. I was looking up
hell of a signing.
He's been great for us. Oh wow, look at that. That data is really hard to use though. You guys know that. You guys
yeah, I mean it's 1,300 minutes. Yeah.
He plays a lot with our best players. So
he makes 3s.
Well, they play 46 minutes a game. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I told you it doesn't matter who's 7 through 9 on my
Good point.
2K team. Mike's our coach. I did pick Mike as the coach. So. And the injuries are off, so
We're all in the Justin Vice grip on table 1 here.
Don't want from the next one out. You gotta make the final table.
didn't we all start with 2,000?
3.
3.
3. Wait, how does it? Oh, 3. That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
My Lord, Robert Covington was actually better defensively than what I guess.
He was insane, bro.
That's ridiculous.
At them, you scare me anytime you're making a decision against me. Just terrified.
I'm scared of Scott.
Hasn't Covington always had been like a ridiculous?
Yeah, he always has like the good real plus minus.
Yeah, he's always like his whole career
on off God. Yeah,
on off God.
That is right.
Chips.
How long did it take you to win last time, Scott?
I don't know.
It's gonna. People are gonna start busting. The lines are freaking up there.
Yeah. It's still
there was fewer players last time too, like 8 maybe or 9.
Scott, you won this last time?
He said he did. I didn't.
I think so.
What was more exhilarating, this win or the World Series?
They were close.
They were close. Yeah. Yeah, I figure as much.
Like anytime you get to beat Jay Fan, it's just that's really what I try to do. So, but yeah, I mean, winning the other one was kind of cool too, though. So. Do you have a World Series cash, Hoodie?
Yeah, I do. My first event that I ever did, I think it was 2017. I went out there to play the main event, but then I jumped in like just one of the like 2-day 3K ones, no limit, and I cashed in like 33rd and basically just free rolled the main event, and then I busted day 1, and I was like, oh well, I suck. So
that's pretty cool.
I do have 1 cash in it.
So Scott, do pros like bust at the first table sometimes?
I mean, I'm about to, yeah.
All time.
What's our motto around here? First or last?
I'm about to.
I mean, the year after I won, I like they moved us to the TV table, and 3 hands later, I busted into like a 200 big blind pot. That was one of the lower moments. And then I looked at the camera as I walked out, and I said, "Stay in school, kids."
So this is bullying, right, Scott? This is the.
Yeah, David Williams. I can't believe I didn't check. I'm so sad right now.
You gonna go put the mustache back on?
If I could, I would. He's so good. How do I even he's got it. He checked it. Do I just stay in? Bitch.
Haven't seen a card above an 8. Come on.
Give me the pot.
Oh my God. I had 4 or 5 of clubs. I was wondering if he hit it.
Oh man. See you, Scott.
I would have busted in a heartbeat. God damn.
He doesn't have to leave the camera. Where'd he go, Scott?
Back. Not like a rage quit? What was that?
Yeah, I'm angry. I need a breather.
Stay in school, kids.
He said that when you go home.
Good luck.
He snapped.
I'm going to share my screen, Scott, so you can tell me what to do now.
Yeah, that helps.
Ooh.
That was a sick run out. Good game.
Sick run out. Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
The final table.
Oh.
Made it.
I made the final
What
table.
just happened?
This must be how you felt, Scott.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. That was sick, Preston. Sorry.
It's all right. I'll message you later.
But on the win. That's the sharp play right now.
J-Fan, 88?
Yeah.
I would have rather had Young Gun ships, but I'll settle for.
Look at him pacing back and forth in his living room. No.
I mean, my goal was just to make it to the final table my first time playing with you guys. So here I am, free rolling. Put the chips in the middle.
I would have called you if I was by myself. My favorite hand.
2D connectors.
Yeah.
100%.
This table is so intimidating.
I have those too.
Maria, you've won $4 million.
6, 7 of diamonds, Maria.
Sitting here.
Hope you had aces because I love going up against aces.
Oh, I got Rob on my right. Awesome.
Hoodie, you didn't want to pull a D-dub and call it off with Queen Jack there?
No, I've been told to fold non-suited Broadway cards to raises. So you know.
That's a good rule of thumb, actually.
So I'm gonna take that advice.
It sounds like good advice. What does it mean?
When you got the cards that have the cute pictures on it, but they don't have the same squiggly arrow things, then they're not as good as you think they are.
Wait, Hoodie, I have a question about something you asked before. With you said Drake dropped a CD or dropped a album.
He dropped a compact disc, yes.
Yeah, a cassette tape. Jesus, you can see how old I am.
That's some good.
You said people aren't listening to music during quarantine. I feel like you have nothing better to do than listen.
Oh no, I'm sure Drake's album will stream extremely well, but like it would do better if clubs were open or people drove around in cars. Like I don't see, like there's a social aspect to music, especially popular music like that, where like is something really going to become a hit outside of like TikTok right now? Like I don't know.
You know what my favorite new show is right now, Hoodie, is Songland. Have you watched that at all?
I think I've seen one episode. I didn't even know that show. It's like where people come in like pitching songs and then like Macklemore.
It's like Ryan Tedder,
like,
Shane McNally,
Ryan Tedder. Yeah.
Mr. Yeah, they pre-choose who the contestants are in the songs, and then they basically help them write a better one for a specific artist. But it goes through the actual like writing process in depth, like where most people maybe wouldn't dig it. But
Sure.
like, it's sick. I loved it.
That's awesome. I wonder if any of the songs from that that have like come from that show have been successful.
Yeah, they
Or
have.
if it's more like the song itself, like
Couple
the
of them have
TV show.
tried.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. They bring big names on there,
Oh yeah.
I think the Lady Antebellum one from this season was like a month ago now. Is like gonna be like a country smash. It just has an anthem hook that is pretty good. I'm not sure about any other ones from this season, but then last season there was a few that were really solid. Megan Trainor had one that I think was a single. Was it Outcast? Maybe Justin remembers.
Outcast.
The guy from the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh yeah.
Will I Am.
Yeah, Will I Am. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one that called Nice, Be Nice, Be Happy, something like that. That I think got some radio play.
Shouts to Will I Am. Keep doing your thing.
He's not an outcast.
Yeah.
It's incorrect.
Oh he's Black Eyed Peas. That's what I was gonna do.
What are you raising that far in position?
You should
for?
do it.
Without shoving. What was that all about?
This
What are
is
you
a
hiding?
weird. This is a weird position for me, Rob. Like
I know, but
like
you only got 954 left behind.
yeah, I know.
What kind of pockets am I going up against here?
What do you think? 2s, 10s,
No.
7s,
I think 9s would be my guess, probably.
9s? You want to put money on it? I'll give you odds.
No, but I'll show you. I'm gonna fold 6s. I was gonna shove on you.
It's a weird spot, like right after the big blind, to have. I mean, what do you do with that?
Oh.
Right? Like, do I goad everybody in and then you make your cards?
What's funny is I probably call you if you shove.
Oh, don't tell me
It
that.
was just something fishy about the leaving some of that stack behind.
You look
That's
extra strong.
Yeah, I thought you were like shoving with ace king. I would have flipped against you.
Yeah, I mean, my table position is what I didn't really know exactly how much I have to put down there.
Yeah, one outlaw out of 6-2.
No bueno. You don't have shit, but you got a big stack and position. Doing a lot of talking for folding.
Oh, what's the designated amount of time after you bust that you're supposed to stay on? What's protocol?
I'm almost to my 10 minutes. Although my kids are still awake, I can hear them, and it's like 40 minutes past bedtime, so I might need to leave anyways.
Just here for the Leviathan blow up after you both.
Leviton, you've been grinding online? Come on, you have to be.
Yeah, I can't fucking win.
You have on PA, Cash?
Wow, are you? .pa?
Yeah, I mean, the games are sick, but...
Yeah. You're a live player. You're a live player. You know.
Don't insult me like that, Scott.
It's true.
You meant like last tournament live tournament I played of this year. I played with Leviton.
Yeah, he just shows up at Sugar House. Like, Sugar House is the one tournament in the history of the casino he wins it.
The last time I won a tournament, aka the only time I won a tournament, Christian was there.
It's true.
Where was that?
The Maryland Live.
Oh, that's cool.
He's my run good.
You play a lot, Hoodie? Sounds like you're grinding on these tables while
I
you're
looked up the
in
Hendon
studio.
mob. He's got like 67K in live caches.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's some other random guy who's like, his name's on there too, or like his, I don't know, it's like from 1997. I was like, that wasn't me. But besides that, yeah.
You had a score. It said I think 5th at the end of 2019 at Aria or something. It wasn't a ton, but
Yeah, like that wasn't me. Like, who is that?
oh, that wasn't actually you.
Yeah.
October 2019. Okay, then maybe it's mixed in. Same name.
I need to talk to Mr. Hendon, see what I can do about that.
Figure it out.
Messed up. Show Wob, I shouldn't have folded.
No, I got shit.
Oh, damn
I
it.
got ace high.
Maria, doing some more Clover commentary? You did a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, for GG. Yeah, I'll do a couple other things.
Just 100 million guaranteed in May.
I know, it's crazy.
What's your day look like if are you grinding cash tables? Are you commentating more than playing?
I've probably done commentary for like 3 or 4 different things remotely, and then I'm playing like a few days a week. But I don't know. I can't stay focused when I play online, so I just start punting, and like I can't. I need to take a couple days off every week.
Same spot.
Did you play online at all, Maria, back in the day?
Yeah, like quite a bit. After Black Friday, I moved to Vancouver for like more than a year just to play online.
Oh, there it is.
I would guess he has 2 jacks. That's a tough one.
Wow. I almost called King Tar.
Establish the run good.
I was rooting for Queen hard. David doesn't need any more chips.
I wasn't in that pot.
Oh, you weren't? Wait, Daryl, who'd you get it in with?
Against you, and I'm not even in the fucking hand.
Oh, Adam.
That's me, yeah.
I'm like anti-railing you. Oh.
I don't even do that, David. That wasn't even me.
It's whoever is the base 3 username, whatever that is, 201.
That's me, yeah.
It should be Leviton.
Oh, nice. He was just saying how he can't win, so I was trying to help him out. Yeah, we'll have to go through our hand review on our next lesson on that one.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Wait, we're already at... Jesus.
This is playing, by the way. This is.
What are you folding here?
What the hell? I'll stick around. Another good one for the hand review.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I slid in your DMs, Daryl?
Exactly. Scott and I became friends after I insulted him. So it was like the neg strategy.
Exactly.
I think I remember that. You were watching the main event, right? And tweeted something about
This guy stinks. How's he winning?
I said he's really good, but he's very hard to watch.
The backhanded compliment.
To be fair, though, I did yell in an old dude's face after nothing.
GG, guys.
Game calm.
call and you want to play Raz on the side heads up again?
Only if you define to me if an ace is good or bad.
What an ace is worth. That was actually similar to Christian's Ling 20-1 about the WSOP, that you played Raz and didn't know an ace could be good.
Action junkie. I just needed some money down on something.
It was like 40 minutes into that game.
Yeah. Well, it was limited. You couldn't go all in. It was like a PLO.
It's like it's a limit game.
Yeah.
Not even pot, I don't think.
Let's wait for one or two to get knocked out, and maybe start a little quick blitz between you and me and Pete. Or we'll do an Omaha game.
Yeah, I've been playing more, Pete. I'll be able to. Hang. All the PLO games on Bros are supposedly really, really bad. So I tried to play really, really bad PLO games for 2 weeks, and
That was way too fast, Justin. What the hell?
and I'm down.
That was a misclick.
Okay, I hope so.
Don't believe that.
Safe poker.
No.
Kings.
Fine.
Gonna need some help here.
Not enough help.
Oh my gosh.
GG.
GG's.
Just a push.
Yeah, I got it every single which way there.
It's nice to know when you get beat, you're really beat.
Yeah.
How do you guys keep getting kings?
And we are shoving. Blinds aren't that big.
I had like 11 big blinds.
Yeah, it was standard.
Oh.
Scott, you still here? Wow. Oh, there he is.
You recovered yet?
No.
Scott, we got rain in the KBO tonight. It's gonna be tough for us. We got forecast.
Yeah. Oh, if fantasy lineups could ever just give me something to work with, you know.
You bet all the unders?
I was just going the first night. I just bet it was just deuce on -1.5 for all of it.
The totals are higher tonight than they were last night.
Dude, please stop asking me about Korean baseball. I stopped caring the day after I stopped playing. Over it. I need golf.
Person, you actually bet it? I'll tell you what I have action on. I don't originate it, but I'm just betting it from someone else.
No, I was playing DFS. But yeah, I listen.
Let's see. I laid -160 with Costa Caribe. This is Nicaraguan baseball. Never mind. KBO hasn't even gone off. I'm betting Nicaraguan baseball too, apparently.
What I like to hear. Has the game started yet?
They're all pending, so I don't think so. Or maybe it has, but I'm not even sweating them.
I'll play tomorrow. It's back to 1 a.m. my time tomorrow. That's good.
You've been staying up until 5:30, Charter?
Unfortunately, yes.
Jesus.
Don't look at Russian table tennis. You'll be up till 7:38 a.m. over there at least.
He's got a girl that fries him food at like 3 a.m.
That wasn't a crime.
Living the dream over here.
Well done.
You get fish imported from
There's
the
frying pork belly at 3 a.m. last time we were on here.
The Hobach in his living room.
Sheesh.
Wow.
David.
That was only with one hand too. I was watching him in the Zoom, so that was a
What are
drag
you
bet.
doing? I have an ace, dude.
I do. I know you do.
Nice. Nice. Damn it.
What about Deuce score?
This is why David's my guy.
What just happened? What about Deuce score? I could have Deuce score there.
You were first to act.
Good luck,
Second
Daryl.
act. Good luck, Daryl.
Had to go at some point.
Hey,
Stand-up suited connectors.
Time for the
Tom.
start.
Number 8.
That doesn't seem good.
Nice.
It seems bad. That was the right play, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You were only 50-50. Not bad.
Yeah. It didn't feel 50-50.
We'll go.
Feels better to have the A's.
Just keep trying to win NBA championship, but we'll do poker eventually. It's on the docket.
Well, my daughter said the right thing. They always put an asterisk on Houston championships, so we need to win this year. They put best of 3.
Yeah.
So they can say
I hope so.
there's an asterisk on our title. So I'm all for that.
No, you don't, that's all that matters is you know the truth. You know that.
Well, you think about it, the Rockets won 2, and everyone's like, asterisk, no Jordan. The Astros just won, and a bit of an asterisk. Some have an asterisk.
The Texans, they got an asterisk for the first half of the playoff game.
So does poker have auto cheat detectors like chess does, or no?
Some sites don't allow any type of like solver or like AI bot, anything linked to your account, but others do. And
but a lot of, I mean, like the biggest sites have like pretty in-depth security teams, for sure.
Looking at everything.
Well, I was saying like they could, like with chess, you can know someone's cheating because you can look at their moves relative to like near perfection moves, and if they do it at some high level, like you could do that. You can actually in poker find people who literally can't make moves that are optimal.
Poker, it's a little different. It's more about like establishing like either programs you're running or patterns you're doing. Basically, establishing that it's not a human that's clicking, because it's really hard to prove if it's a human clicking, like that they have some kind of secondary software, because they could have it on a different computer, for example. So in poker, it's a game where like if you're playing at the high stakes and you've studied enough, you might be playing like close to perfectly anyways. So it's kind of hard to.
There are times like you could be playing that you could only be playing optimally if you know other people's cards, like if you hack
that's sort of like how they found the guy like whatever 10 years ago in the guy was cheating who like with Absolute Poker.
Right.
Poker is very hard to police though. Online poker is extremely difficult.
It doesn't seem like it should be hard, Scott, just knowing what I know from chess. But maybe you guys know your own sport better than me.
The Charter just missed me showing the hand.
I didn't miss. What's your show? Bluff?
The deuce.
Deuce. Unbelievable.
I'm rooting for Maria now. She want her to stay in. I'm rooting for you now, Maria.
Thank you. I need it.
Good luck, Maria.
She's like a Lakers Mavs fan. I don't know if you want to.
Oh, okay.
I definitely will claim the Lakers fan, but
Oh, there you go.
Yes, that's all on Daryl. I think that's because happened after he said he was rooting for me. Sport flush.
Absolutely. Just when the Rockets and Lakers play, you got to be on my side, man.
It's gonna be tough. I can tell you that.
did you let slip that 3-game series is the most likely
Be
thing?
quiet.
No, I have no idea. I'm just saying that there's some that they're talking about every format. I think they still want to play 7 actually. No, that it's just my guess is that it's going to be some different format. Probably, whether it's neutral site or whatever. So people will put an asterisk on it. So.
All right, looks like you're up for another couple hours, Wally.
Why's that?
Editing.
You're still pacing. Why are you pacing?
I don't know, antsy. I still am thinking about that fucking hand.
Do to people.
Gotta get to 10,000 steps on his Fitbit. So.
I do actually. Good.
Man, I'm gonna just keep showing this shit if y'all are gonna let me. I never have anything, ever.
We got a betting line for the rest of this.
I'll take Christian with some odds.
I don't. Okay, well, yeah, we need some odds.
I'll take the field against Christian.
At what price?
I don't know how those line things work, so I don't know.
Run the ICM real quick.
Ooh.
He's dead last in chips as of now.
11 times this.
6 people.
I'll take David Williams versus myself, even money.
Christian.
Justin gets so tilted when he on the button.
David, I was trying to take you.
Look how tilted he gets. I love it.
Philip Rivers right now. Oh my God.
He hates getting 3-bet on the button.
I'm a pair.
That's a big bet. Levitan just plays shove poker. I love it.
Philip Rivers has already committed to coaching a high school team when he retires. How dumb I am. Both of us dumb.
Who's coaching a high school team?
Rivers, he already has a job. He's like still in the NFL, but he's like committed.
Philip Rivers? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just so odd to me when I saw it on my timeline.
I got one more basketball one for Daryl. Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
Jay Kidd, pretty easy for me.
I agree with that.
There's two ends of the floor, so.
Yeah.
That was our main argument.
Yeah. I don't. It's probably not super close, actually. So.
If Jay Kidd had his shooting when he first came into the league, when he was like a far superior athlete too, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, he's still underrated, I think. So, but yeah, amazing. I'm very key on that Dallas championship team, obviously.
If you're a big Jay Kidd fan, you like Jay Kidd or Oscar Robertson. That's obviously way different eras, but
when you start asking me about Wilt and Oscar, I really have to go. I don't know. I mean, it gets tough. Kareem, I can comment on, but
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if Daryl can comment on this, but I've always said that Dallas Mavericks team was better than the Heat that year. Like, obviously they won, but even before the series started, like that was a better team, top to bottom.
You think the Mavs team was better than the Heat team that year?
In that year, absolutely, with Tyson Chandler's Defensive Player of the Year plus Jason Terry, leading the team in scoring. Like they were ridiculous.
Don't forget Corey Brewer. Don't forget.
JJ Barea best year. He had a PER like north of 20 in that playoffs.
He was good. I mean, it depends on what you define by best team.
What was the obviously not going to agree.
I mean, that Heat team is insane. I don't.
Not the first year. The first year it was disaster compared to the next years.
So again, it gets into what you mean by team. Yeah. So yes, if you're just saying how they were playing that year in that moment.
No. I'm talking players, man. Then Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole, Mike Miller, and Udonis Haslem getting minutes.
Mike Miller,
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Like,
okay, that's
you don't even need to look past the top three to know that Heat team is quite a bit better. I mean, I'm not arguing they weren't playing maybe worse than Dallas at that moment, obviously. I mean, you got three of the all-time great players all on one team.
The Heat were minus 200 before the series started, for what it's worth.
Red flag in itself right there. Are you kidding me?
Red flag?
Yeah. It should have been a much steeper, according to public perception. They should have been minus 350.
But you're saying the Mavs were the better team.
That's what I'm saying. But the public perception, as you can tell by this argument, is that the Heat were significantly better, and they weren't.
Well, the markets aren't necessarily made by.
They were baiting the shit out of everyone to bet the Heat.
I go with Detlef Schrempf.
Wait, why are you bringing up Detlef Schrempf?
Detlef
Comparison.
Was he
the first stretch four? Detlef Schrempf?
Probably. I mean, Robert Horry. I mean, in terms of like a top player.
Stretch 5.
Don't.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm here for Robert Horry conversations.
Hold on. I said this earlier, but just in case you didn't hear it, here. He said Robert Horry was actually better than Clyde Drexler, and he means that.
Who? Someone else said that? I didn't.
Bob says that. He says for sure.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely not true. That's Because you can find lots of guys with the skill set to play stretch 4, but Clyde's skill set is impossible to find almost. Like one of the all-time great athletes, obviously couldn't shoot, but
You know what a great skill is, Daryl? Making every shot you take in a final series for 20 straight years.
I hear that's all skill too. There's no luck.
No memory.
Biggest set of cojones I've ever seen.
No.
You're not going to argue for me.
Sally. Are we getting back to Sally again, or what?
Sally. We've established this.
About Brian Scalabrine.
Sounds like, Rob, you're used to taking like strong takes to get reaction.
No, I am not a contrarian by any means. I use the eye test. I like things like durability and longevity. But my takes are not that absurd. I'm saying Kareem.
No, I didn't. At no point I said that absurd. I said you take strong takes. Yeah.
I'm very passionate about them.
Look, you don't get 540,000.
The only thing that could beat the Heat in their first year together was the Heat. And so the Heat beat themselves.
Oh, please.
Rob.
Sorry, Maria Dallas Maverick fan.
Kristaps Porzingis or Lauri Markkanen?
Current.
Those are current players. So
I'm asking Rob.
Okay, all right.
He's asking that. So
I mean, your hat is answering.
Yeah.
Is that what your
I just
hat
wanted to compare KP to Lauri Markkanen and let him go off, but
I was wondering.
he didn't take the bait.
I was wondering what his hat was. Is it Kristaps?
Is it?
No. It's a punk band called Knuckle Puck.
I legit thought it was Kristaps Porzingis hat when I saw it.
I'm not that big of a
Kristaps
fan.
Porzingis.
I'm wearing the Lakers shirt anyway. I can't wear a KP hat on the Lakers shirt.
Go ahead and mention it. You know what happened the last time you brought up KP in this game?
I know. I got 10% of your action now.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
I remember when he was on the Knicks. That was like a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. Hoodie, thanks.
I know. There was like I had some like excitement in my body.
Yeah.
I felt like alive.
Yeah.
People
How did
argue
you
that
feel when they
Knicks-
traded him?
It wasn't worth it. I would have traded just being numb the whole time rather than going through that loss.
People argue the Knicks are tough on their fans, but not really. They don't really give you much hope to them, Crush. It's just constant despair.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So your narrative for your movie is terrible.
Daryl, John Starks makes 1-3 in that game, and where this conversation's going a lot different.
Hey, you can't go back to Starks. I'm talking like the last 20 years.
No, I only care about 90s Knicks. I understand that it's been a row of 20 years, but 90s Knicks are my pride and joy.
Yeah. If you want to like list the most overrated players of all time, they're usually Knicks. So.
God damn.
Bob, you were getting.
Oh
Who overrates John Starks? We know exactly what he is. That's like saying J.R. Smith is overrated.
I'm just saying every Knicks fan overrates John Starks.
What do you
John
mean?
Starks
He was
Rocket.
great.
He was like a Rockets MVP.
Yeah, in one quarter.
John Starks was like a rich man Austin Rivers.
I was watching the Bronco. I wasn't watching the series too closely.
The police chase of the century. The one that got me into it.
Here we go. Let's talk about Wob's secret obsession with trucks.
You're into police? What's the greatest police chase of all time?
I just folded pocket tens.
You can't out it. You can't out them like that. One. That ain't right.
What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about police chases, I thought, and why you're obsessed with them. What's the greatest one of all time? Is it that one where the guy stole the tank?
Yeah, it's the Great Compton Chase of 2016. Well, or the tank chase. Either the tank chase or the Great Compton Chase.
I don't know the first one, so I need a link for that one.
Yeah, so this guy was like doing donuts around Hollywood, and then he went back to Compton, and the entire neighborhood was waiting for him, and they blocked the cops out from coming in, and they just got away. They just let him go.
Oh, really? They just were like, we're not going in there. This must have been years ago then.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago. He was standing in his car because it was a convertible. He was standing on the highway with this leg. I think he was ex-military, so he knew how to drive like weird. And he was doing like donuts on the freeway and then just like taunting the cops, and he got back to Compton.
And they didn't have facial recognition or anything to find this guy?
Not then. There was there was a one where a guy escaped into a tunnel. He drove to like a tunnel in the middle of Whittier, California, and just disappeared, which was crazy.
Do people gamble on these chases live?
Well, I used to set lines on them. Like back in 2014 when I was getting going, I would set if it was going to be a foot pursuit, a pit maneuver, a crash, out of gas, and then Mexico was plus 10,000. We got someone all the way to San Diego once.
Half the way to Temecula?
Yeah.
Can we go back to the Knicks? Can we go back to the Knicks for 1 second?
Sure.
I looked up, because I was just curious, the greatest Knicks of all time. There's a few articles written about it. But I think this kind of goes to Daryl's argument. Number 22 is David Lee.
David Lee was great.
Very fine gentleman.
That was a good year for the Knicks in 20.
really good year.
Well, I'm taking it so personally.
It's 13-9.
There's just so much slander here. And
Pretty sure he was a better Warrior than he was a Knick. Yeah.
He could just hold it above my head because they won in '94, and I can't do anything about it.
Sorry, I'm done. I like you.
Number 22. My goodness. Although the Celtics would retire David Lee at 22nd.
That Rockets team in '94 was twice as good as the Knicks going into that series. That should not have gone 7 games.
I think that's right. Well, we actually knew about shooting 3-pointers back then. That was good. And you guys were still trying to like literally guard us like insanely in that 94 series.
It's what we do.
How much money do you think David Lee made over the course of his career?
Shit ton.
Over 100.
107?
120.
Yeah, I was just say over. Yeah, it's over 100.
It's 105 with an
15.
asterisk. I don't know what the asterisk's for.
He probably got bought out of his last contract or something.
Maybe that's what it is.
You got a math. The Knicks, was it the Knicks or just someone else that gave him like $60 million? The one with his big contract.
The Knicks is the biggest one, I'm pretty sure.
The Warriors gave him like 12 a year for 5 years.
Isn't he married? Wait, actually, he's married to a tennis player, right?
Yeah.
Them on the felt.
Is it Wozniacki? Okay.
I'll bite. And I'll donate.
This could go. Wow, these are some good players still going here.
Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah,
No
she was
No
the one.
shock that the guy who doesn't know what he's doing is out quickly again.
Don't. That's mean. Talk about me like that. That's slander.
Scott, are you playing in a grocery store? You have gloves on. I mean, you had the mask earlier, but
I have gloves on.
That's for
I have a pinched nerve. You must know why I keep it.
that's for so he's safe. He doesn't know where he's been.
I haven't left my house in 8 weeks. I'm literally going crazy.
What do you do for food?
I mean, I eat for food. That's about it.
Colin, you accidentally enlarged the stream feed on Twitch like 100x on the table. Just a heads up. You can't see anyone but Christian and Maria.
NJ fan.
Sounds good to me.
Now that's
I
a user
didn't
experience.
count Justin.
Wow, this 3x is so next level. I don't even know what it means.
I moved the window over for my little golf game we're playing at Action Network, and
It's good now. You got it.
Yeah.
So good luck, Maria. Looks like you're taking these guys down now. So let's do it.
It does look that way.
You leaving us, D?
I'm signing off. Thanks.
Thanks for joining, Daryl.
Bye.
Chat.
I'd be happy to
Thank
donate to
you.
the pros again. If you guys want to come play James Harden and see how you do, just let me know.
Yes.
That's basically the equivalent. All right, I'll see you guys.
See you, D. Thanks for stopping by.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Wow.
Look at
I
this
had a
man.
straight 2.
Cooler.
Wow.
Cooled them off.
Wow.
David just come down with a freaking beatdown.
Jeez. I thought I nutted that straight right there.
This is why Daryl's call was so incredible to me. That's the only time he's never not had it in 6 sessions.
I'm the biggest bluffer in this. That's why I get invited every week. I never have it.
What are are we paying 2 or 3?
3 spots.
2. 3 is getting big.
2.
60-30-10, right?
Yeah.
Wob, how's your pride after just getting dunked on by Morey the whole time?
I didn't get dunked on. I was defending myself.
So you got a poster.
Would you prefer a business decision and just let him fire off his takes without responding? There's no.
Oh, your responses were good, but
what can I respond with? The Knicks lost the damn series. I can't and we lost to a better team. There's nothing I can say.
Just remind him. Just bring up Chris Paul's injury and
27 straight missed threes. I wonder if they've ever looked into the odds of that happening, because I did it this last week for something else, and it's over 1 in 100,000 shot.
What? That Chris Paul gets hurt?
No, that they missed 27 threes in a row in a game 7. And that's assuming they were only expected 35% apiece, which is maybe low slightly.
Kareem just got that. I was more talking about the Kareem. Just, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, he just completely buried Kareem. He said it wasn't even close, Wob.
I can't talk about LeBron while he's in the conversation.
Yeah, but you could have talked about Jordan.
Right, but part of my point is Kareem has everything that when people argue Jordan and LeBron, the pro-Jordan people will pull out the 3-6 in the finals, while the pro-LeBron people will pull out he's been doing this for 17 straight years. And my point is Kareem has every single box checked between the two. And he's got the records, and he's got the accolades, and he's got the awards, and he's got the rings, and he's the best college player of all time. It's not even close. So I don't need to defend myself. I know I'm right.
He wasn't a fan of the hook shot, though. Sky hook.
Yeah, because none of his players know how to do it. That's why. They'd rather
James Harden 2 seasons.
It's a low percentage shot. That's why. It's not a 3-pointer from 35 feet, so of course he hates it.
Oh, shots fired.
You know who's bringing the hook shot back? That point guard on Michigan, Xavier Simpson. You guys see this?
Oh yeah, I did see.
So random. Their point guard is pretty good player. He would just shoot 3 hook shots a game.
Because he shoots 50% from the free throw line. He can't shoot, and so he just started doing it. I will say I feel very confident that he let slip that it would be a 3-game series playoff if the NBA got it together.
Oh my God! Please stop that. Come on,
Maria, I just want you to know that I'm looking at the chat, and all of my fans are now your fans instead. So, if you want to give them a shout out, they just keep hashtagging Maria Mob, and Maria.
She threw some hearts in there.
Stonks, hella stonks, which means your chips are going up.
Someone just said my dream is for Maria to notice me.
I did. I've been talking to the people in the chat now. I've noticed the love.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming in here and just stealing.
Oh my gosh, this chat is ridiculous. Maria is Queen Cersei in here.
Talking about the Twitch chat. I gotta look that up.
Oh, now I got to.
Now all I got to do is take this down, and it'll cement my place.
You got to drop an album.
You got the main cast.
I keep cursing, and the mods are checking my messages. Damn. Oh, they removed my message. That's fair.
Who just got knocked out? Charter?
Yeah.
Bubble.
What'd you move in with?
Jack 6.
How much did we bet on that, Pete?
I was ready to fire. Fortunately, it didn't come to fruition.
I forgot about it. Yeah. He probably would have won though if we did.
Hey, Dave, I'm still trying to put together that big hand. That hand that you just took me and Fan out on. You had King Jack. Were you just chasing a 10 the whole time? Because you called on the flop.
On the one street I called, yes, I did.
He turned it, right?
Yeah.
No, he turned it, but he called 1,500 on the flop.
I did.
You gotta gamble, he said.
You do.
Did you
Sometimes they do, you know? Sometimes
the 10, I made a 10 high straight on the 10, so that busted me.
You guys both called my strong flop bet with draws.
No, I was open-ended and I had a flush draw. Backdoor flush draw.
Backdoors are key. Backdoor quad draw. Those are critical.
Backdoor Bangkok. Justin's so tilted, I can tell.
Yeah, Justin's out of his mind.
It wasn't a big enough bet, though. I know it seems big. The pot was, you barely bet the pot, though.
I bet like 3/4 of the pot.
Yeah, you bet 1,500.
Levitan has the read here.
Makes you guys feel any better. I'm currently down 10,000 on the bros right as we speak.
Oh no.
It's not.
PLO or just no limit?
Yeah, PLO, three-handed, some fucking terrible players.
The variance is so absurd in that. Or is it 5'10"?
No, it's 4, 8, 16, 32.
Oh, geez. No thanks.
You guys ever do poker too?
Oh.
Yeah, I've been a little bit.
Comes in freaking hot.
It's another day. Look at this.
Who runs better than Levitan? I mean, anybody?
I mean, we established probably me, but outside of me,
Yeah,
I win like the Dusty Sugar House opener. Scott wins the main.
Man, I'm reading the chat. There's people that are mad at Hoodie and they've joined Team Maria.
They're staying.
It's a rap game.
I'm used to it. I'm used to this level of disloyalty in my life.
Hannah and McKenna are just completely. They've left the Hoodie Allen team to join Maria.
Bye. Be gone.
Coming for the pillow girl. top level.
Here's thermal paste. It's like all Maria love and someone just cheering for Lemon.
We canceled Hoodie for Maria. That's what Hannah just said.
You got canceled?
That's fair, though. I deserve it.
Someone said Maria merch is in the making.
How did you become a famous white Jewish rapper? That's pretty dope.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. It's a good question.
How does that even happen? How do you like know that you're about to have a career out of this? At what moment were you like, oh shit?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of got lucky. We all got lucky, I guess, in our own ways. But
You gotta create your own luck though. In that industry.
I was basically finishing college and things were starting to like happen. And I knew I was done with my classes, so I started working on music a lot more than attending classes. And then people started listening outside of like my actual circle, and it just kind of became a jumping off platform for like, oh, I can take advantage of this moment, and that kind of like slowly accelerated.
What year was that?
That was 2011.
So 2011, there was no TikTok. There was no like. How do you get your stuff out there in 2011? Tumblr.
MySpace.
There was a MySpace, but this era was a combination of. Do you remember Hype Machine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hype Machine. I had some success there. Twitter, relentlessly like being active in general on social media. Like if anyone mentioned me or like wrote to me, I would reply to them, and then that became a little bit of a snowball effect. Like I created a Facebook fan, like you have Facebook fan pages. I created like a Facebook profile where it's just like, if you're one of my first 5,000 fans, like add me and we'll be like friends. It was just like anything I could like do to like start a groundswell, I guess. But I don't know.
Smart.
Ultimately you just get lucky.
There was like a lot of. I mean, I was in like high school and college then. And there was a lot of, like white rappers that were like Chris Webby and.
Yeah, because Asher Roth kind of blew up with I Love College, like while I was still in school, and then I was in school the same time as Mike Posner, and Mike Posner was really having like a huge moment when he was at Duke, and like so it's kind of it kind of did all correlate at the same time.
Sammy Adams.
Yeah, Sammy.
I remember Mike Stud. Is he still rap?
I'm sure. I don't know. I I keep in touch with some people more than others. Like I know like I live in like the same neighborhood as Sammy, so I see him sometimes. Well, not anymore because quarantine, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It was very much a like blog moment. Like everything would happen on like the internet essentially, and in like high school and colleges. And some people have lasted, some people haven't.
Did you use Vine at all?
I wasn't huge on Vine, but I loved it as a consumer. Vine is like the best thing ever, but I was never able to figure out how to be creative on it.
Hoodie was famous in like 2012. Hoodie's been around.
Yeah.
I don't think I qualify as being famous in any sort of real way. But
dude, you have a song with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
That song's amazing though. I love it.
I feel like being famous means that you can't live a normal life because your like image is that of, you know what I mean, like something that would like interrupt your daily activities. But I don't feel like that really applies.
You probably have like the perfect level of fame. I mean, that's kind of
sounds like it.
Yeah, not a bad deal.
I have a career.
Right.
How does a
I'll
collab with Ed Sheeran work out? Do you like connect with agents first? Do you speak with him and say we want to
No,
work?
literally that's just my homie. Like that's just one of those things that was completely organic. Like I met him before he was still quite popular, but he was playing like to like 4,000 people, not to like 40,000 people. And we just became friends and drinking buddies every time he was in New York. So that honestly wasn't connected by anyone else. In fact, it was actually hard to get that song approved and like out publicly because of labels, not because of him.
Yeah.
Rapping on it.
Man, I can believe it though. Like I saw, just for comparison, I remember seeing Avicii in 2012 at somewhere called Surf Club on the Jersey Shore, and he played for about 75 people.
Yeah.
Like that, and that was when Levels had just came out, and seeing how big like global he becomes in a matter of a year.
Yeah.
So wild with the DJs. Like that's a whole nother world where it's really hard to wrap your head around, because I have friends who they won't even sometimes even have like really big social media presences, but like they play these huge festivals and you're like, where are people even hearing about you? Like, I don't know. I'm fascinated by the whole like electronic music world. It's crazy.
Damn. Well, it feels like it's evolving again. So we've come up with the MySpace, Facebook. I think everyone is old enough to have grown up with those two sites when they were like coming up and competing.
Yeah.
And then
if you're like, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say it just evolved into like Vine and Periscope and YouTube Live and now fucking TikTok. Like if you're not on TikTok and you're not a teenager, you're not making it. It's just every 2 years it's something new that you gotta adapt to.
Yeah, it is really like interesting in that sense. I've gotten myself on TikTok. I enjoy it a lot, but like I refuse to kind of use it as like a promotional tool because it feels very like disingenuous to the platform. Like with most things, if you're gonna like put yourself out there, it feels like you should just be like kind of like silly or just do whatever comes natural to you, not be like an artist or like a creator who like goes on just to like try to sell something to people. Like, I've got merch coming out, so let me make a video so I can sell merch. Like nothing like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't understand how they can use all the music. TikTok, are they paying for rights?
That's a good question. I don't probably know all how it would work with somebody who's on a label. I know for myself, I was able to like distribute my music to TikTok in the same way that I would distribute it to Spotify. So so like basically I'm granting them those rights.
Got it.
I assume it's just such a powerful platform that I assume you're like any major label would feel like, oh, we're being silly to hold back our artist from potentially using it as a tool.
Yeah.
But
well, the growth is insane.
Crazy.
Growth. Okay, the Charlie D'Amelio girl, like the 55 million girl?
Yeah, Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah.
She lives like 30 seconds down the road from me, apparently. in the woods up here in Connecticut, and she's just like a normal girl living in a house with her parents, but she has the power of like 2 Kim Kardashians.
Jeez.
Yeah, she is to TikTok what DJ Khaled was to Snapchat.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Or maybe bigger, honestly, probably way bigger. But in terms of like, if you're going to associate like one person with this app in terms of like breaking it through, I guess like Kylie Jenner and DJ Khaled for Snapchat, right? And then, yeah, she really is like broken TikTok essentially, and like made it like what people know.
I think TikTok was the first time my age truly hit me.
I agree.
Like,
yeah. Same thing.
Because I'm willing, like the Snapchats of the world, I'll download them, occasionally use them. Like Twitter's my go-to like app for all things content, but TikTok, I just don't know how I can do anything on there and relate to anybody on there unless I'm like making fun of myself, which I'm more than happy to do. But
I feel like also TikTok, it has like a dance element. Like most people are dancing on it, or some kind of like skits.
Once you get in the wormhole, it's a lot of not dance. There's a lot of really funny shit on there, like really great funny stuff.
I agree, but most of it are either like skits, maybe not quite dancing, but it's more of like an art. And Snapchat is just literally people putting the camera on there and talking. Where TikTok is way more of an art.
Not to be the guy that's a decade older, but you guys are missing out that TikTok is the place of divorced moms. Like there are divorced moms like publicizing their divorces. Like, I am free and single, here's my ass shaking. Oh, I took my girl to kindergarten, dropped her off, and now I'm back in my house. I mean, divorced moms are all over TikTok. Oh wait. No.
Hey Christian, I got King Queen and the board just came King Ace King, and 2 people already bet into me. Should I just shove all in? Or should I just slow play it?
Is there a flush on the flop?
No, rainbow.
Call him.
I
don't know. No, I need more. There's more context, but that's what I'm rolling with for right now.
It's okay. It's okay. I have quads now. I'm just gonna check.
This is beautiful. Someone has an ace, and you're gonna stack them.
Yep. And I'm winning my buy-in in this game back. Oh, how did it just go check?
GG, guys. See ya.
That big.
Yeah, to hear
yeah.
See ya.
They're so tight though.
Adam,
the fastest insta leave.
Adam says 7 words, showers us.
9 for a spade.
I did him pretty dirty.
Whatever was silent, just bad beating him left and right. I saw him.
The king 8. No, everyone else was talking. That was pretty sick. Too.
She had the 8 on the flop, but then came the 8 king, right?
8 and the king. And
to be fair, he did only have like 2 big blinds there, but the 9-5 was standard but dirty.
I feel like I'm watching Farha versus Moneymaker right now. These two.
Farha.
Sammy.
I'm working on it.
No, I'm saying which one of us is Farha.
No, I'm saying I don't know yet.
I'm responding to the person who said Sammy.
Who puts a cigarette in their mouth,
I didn't say
right? I don't even smoke. I wanted to smoke after watching Sammy Farha play.
Thank you for something telling me about the comments. Now I'm reading every single comment because they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Adam did have one thing.
At Explode2711 on Instagram.
Hannah Aviv says, Maria, you are so iconic, we don't deserve you.
Well, she only said that because Hoodie didn't respond to her DM. I saw.
Oh, you're deep into these comments. Okay.
Somebody said I'm missing.
She left Team Hoodie because Hoodie ghosted her.
Somebody said I'm missing out on prison TikTok. This is a part of my life I haven't got to yet.
Oh God.
Oh man, we got a new chip leader.
We do.
Gotta call it. Hannah said, "Haha, call me out."
I'll read. You're welcome, Hannah.
They're gonna be so mad at David if he wins this.
Yeah, David, you gotta tank, yeah.
For everyone in the Twitch, his Twitter handle is @DWPoker. Snitching.
That's very nice.
Snitching for busting us all.
Got to offer the chop now.
I can't believe the amount of people that watched what's his face 6ix9ine's Instagram.
2 million. Oh my God.
How is that possible? No one's ever gonna beat that.
I saw like a political tweet. I don't know what it was, like a news tweet. And the first, like, and I clicked on it immediately. And the first 3 responses were about, have you peeped to 6ix9ine's new video? And it was like a CNN tweet, but the first 3 responses were all about that. Today, I was like, what's going on?
I mean, it was worth watching. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. But that 2 million is the most insane number I've ever seen.
Yeah, I had that feeling though that whenever he came back, no matter what it would be the biggest thing on the planet, and
he did it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to jail.
The record before that,
just snitch.
The record before that was 300K.
No. It was Tory. Tory was at 630.
Oh, 630?
Or Troy. What's his name?
Tory Lanez, yeah.
Yeah, Troy, sorry.
No, you're right, Tory.
Tory.
Oh, what do we got going on here?
Oh, wow.
Those are some big stacks.
I wish I was watching this.
Not our queen.
Show off.
All right.
Show it.
I will.
5'8".
Oh, nice.
That wasn't a bluff. I actually just had an 8 blocker, a straight blocker. But I just want to make you sweat it a little.
I was not sweating. If you had an ace, I would have gotten snap call and I was losing.
Yeah.
So once you did that, it's over. Now I'm kind of hoping maybe she will call unless it's like that would be gross. I hope for the call and get 9.
Oh, I gotta tell you that I'm a big fan of your luncheon.
Oh shit! Someone at the UFC event, one of the fighters just tested positive for corona.
Are you serious? Yep. They're still gonna fight.
They're still doing the fight?
Souza, yeah.
That's like the first live sporting event we've had in a long time in the US.
And they just got a new positive case.
F my life. If there was like any hope for any sports in the fall, it was that this is really successful. And
Golf's going to be successful, Preston.
Yeah, the one match between Tiger.
There's 2 matches now, and I think PJ Tour will be successful.
Send me locks.
Who made the teams for the other one though?
Ricky's on it.
Find a good plus line on Wolf and Ricky, and that'll be a home run.
Yeah, I mean I agree, but
you know, Ricky was just finally getting his tweaks in his swing. He finally was starting to show some signs of life with that.
Was he?
Not his last.
I feel like that'll be mispriced on one round.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory's the best player on the planet by a lot. DJ's maybe slightly overrated now, but
nah, but DJ was the one actually getting back into the swing of things, I would say.
Yeah, kind of.
Pete, I thought it was Ricky's last round. Like he finally figured out in the last Florida one that he played, where he finally was getting his new swing down.
Yeah, it's a really I just feel like if they're not playing competitively, you just take advantage of the short-term variance and hope that you get a big plus number. Ricky and Wolf win. Rory. People don't realize Rory had like one of the best outside of like Tiger Woods from like 2010. Rory's 2019 season was like one of the best ever. I know he didn't win a major, but he finished top 10 over 50% of the time.
You know what I'm so upset about, and I know that this is your thing, is like how much Bryson DeChambeau futures I had going into Masters, and like every week the top 10s, the top 20s, everything.
Yeah, DeChambeau was trending super hard.
They remind me of Pat Cantlay. He literally.
For sure, golf will be good, Preston. I think golf will work, but it has so many advantages versus other sports.
Think about that though. Golf is the only live American sport going. Like, does it boom?
Oh, please, God!
Think
Like
so.
just one time, just golf get huge and millionaire makers every week.
But think about like the money makers of sports, right? NFL, college football, NBA. Like, are you gonna take the temperature of 119-year-olds? You're gonna make them travel cross country? I mean, it's just golf has a window here to really take over.
Yeah.
NASCAR too.
NASCAR, I think, will boom.
No, who the fuck is watching NASCAR?
Wob's the king of NASCAR.
Yeah, I know, but
I think Scott's in the group. Like, if I can see their face, like I feel connected with it. You know, people think that you like the NBA so much because you can see their face, and in football you can't see them through the mask.
I mean, it's just an acquired taste. Wally even said himself that you don't have to watch till the final laps.
Well, I do. I find the races enjoyable because I enjoy just sport of racing. But if I'm a mainstream sports fan, there's just so many cautions in the final laps that what was the point of the 300? You know, other than.
No, I agree.
It's like the MLB regular season.
My problem from a gambling standpoint, Rob, is that the drivers will actually admit to you the last 5 laps are a roulette spin because of the crashes and the stops, and like it's not a skill thing. It turns into more of a luck and a roulette thing to finish first and finish top 5.
Well, what I will say is regarding that, as long as it's not a restrictor plate course, then it's a complete crapshoot. So don't even bother. But at a track, let's say it's a 1.5 mile track, it's all about strategy and positioning. So some people will stay out on the track with no tires to make sure they're just in the top, first 2, and they'll get to lead the restart. Also, just predicting the cautions too. Sometimes the skill, you'll come in short and you'll take just gas or just take 2 tires on the side, and you're strategizing against other pit bosses. So there is like chess piece movement to NASCAR, which takes some appreciation. But it's not the most exciting thing in the world unless you're like obsessed with racing sport.
I think the biggest difference is NASCAR could be a premium live sporting event, like keeping track of what the car is going in the pit for, their crew, how it was built. Like live betting on NASCAR could be amazing. As to where golf, I think there's just so much with the course and recent form and everything where like it's reliable. It's I think live betting in golf isn't exciting as probably as NASCAR.
Well,
right?
I think the complete opposite, just in terms of the capabilities of live betting. NASCAR is impossible. Golf, you have 10 minutes between shots sometimes. You have to walk to the ball, right? You could get your bets in because no one's doing anything. NASCAR, the cars are always on the track. They're always on the track, even during yellow flags. Only during red flags is there no movement. So if you have a caution come out, or you have someone that gets a pit penalty and they don't announce it for like 30 seconds, you just got skull fucked.
Like that? Minimum loss? The cooler?
No, I hate it. Stupid run out, and I should have just, I bet the flop, but I limped, so I don't know.
Wow. Check calls the turn. Is Dave Williams cheating with the turn check call?
I might just be the best.
It's going to be awkward when you lose then.
Oh, there is luck in this game. Phil Helmut told us that.
Hoodie, the fans want to know where Glow is at, though.
So Glow is a song that I've never released, and I put it on TikTok because I was experimenting with TikTok, and I just told them send me $5 and I'll email it to you, and I just got like $10 hit my Cash App just now, so I'm finding ways to make money in quarantine, Will I keep the money?
Hoodie, what's your PayPal?
Probably.
All caps.
Well, Spotify has this new thing where like you can put a fund. Like I don't know if you saw that. Probably you wouldn't see that unless you were in this. But yeah, they have this thing where you can basically like donate to artists or like to whatever relief organization they're wanting to support during this time, which is pretty cool. My relief organization is Hoodie on LLC, but it's great. I guess I have to email them the song now.
You're welcome, Hannah. Madison, Hannah, Rebecca, McKenna, Steffi.
Charter, you're a man of the people.
Just trying to help the ladies out.
Hoodie, the people want to know if you have PayPal or Venmo.
No, why don't you just plug them all? Maybe you'll just keep getting more money.
I'll send you Poker Bros money.
I don't know why, but I can't sit in the Poker Bros app for like more than 20 minutes without just like wanting to exit it. I think it's the faces. The face icons.
I hate those faces.
Yeah.
Like I'll do Poker 2 all night, but I can't do Poker Bros for that reason.
You just gotta throw tomatoes at them.
Throw the shit. You know what to do.
The last text. What is Leviton Spotify? I don't know if that's a troll or like what.
For the record, I'm talking to Daryl, and he says he was too hard on Kareem.
Sure.
Show it. Show the checks.
Victory. No, I don't snitch in DMs. I told you that. I don't DM and tell. I don't kiss and tell, and I don't DM and tell.
That was the highlight of the night. Morey just laying it down.
We're here and we're basically dead even. I have you by 96 chips. Go chop it. This is getting annoying.
We can play a new table.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll chop it with you.
Really needs a trophy though for the fans.
Yeah, can we go all in? Officially chopped.
It's chopped.
It's like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other.
Look at these pros chopping us.
You.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Clubs.
Big sweat on the play chips here.
Spade.
Clubs. No, wait.
Oh.
Six.
Oh.
No. Wait.
Brutal.
Did I win? I did.
You won.
You
Yeah.
won.
Maria.
That's what the chat wanted anyway, so it's well deserved.
Over yet though.
Well, it's not over yet.
Oh, it's over.
Over now.
Oh, but it's over.
Sweet boy.
No. Okay.
6. Oh shit.
This would be epic actually. I don't know what I'm for.
You just come back.
Can I
10.
have
Are we doing Hold'em or PLO?
69-1?
Just
Spades.
Five.
Probably 60s.
there it is.
There it goes.
Wait, 7 high just won?
How is that even hold?
That was all skill that last game.
Good game, everybody.
Good game.
Good game.
Chat's on fire.
Good game, guys.
How many people do we have?
45, 10, right?
All right. Thanks for if you're on. If do you guys want to keep going or do you want to? I think we'll go ahead and cut the feed. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Ooh.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me as well.
Now we zoom after
Bye,
dark.
chat.
Yeah, let's
Love you.
go.